Hey, BIS 301. This is kind of your weekly update slash lecture slash preview slash review. Um, let's take a look at that last discussion board you guys did on Acme University. It was fabulous, really. Excellent work, overwhelmingly excellent work. I don't know if I just got lucky this semester with some great students that know how to write in depth and thoughtful and respond to their peers so well, but you guys really knocked it out of the park overall. If I had issues with anything, it's typically if you talk about IDS and you're talking about it as far as the pro side, about uh, combining two majors or two concentrations and doing this and that, and failing to recognize or mention integration. Remember, without integration, what's IDS? What differentiates it between the double major or the major minor? So it's so important that I emphasize that to you. Integration, that's the key word, in my opinion. It makes it simple because you can easily take off from there. Interdisciplinary studies endeavors to integrate ideas. It doesn't always work, but it's an ideal, and it differentiates it from your double major, your major minor, or just learning about two different areas of study. Okay, please keep that in mind. That's such an important factor as you move through the BIS program and kind of defend the program or sell yourself in it to others, to employers and such. So, but again, really a great job. Keep it up. As far as the housekeeping aspects of it, make sure you break up your post into paragraphs for me. I think on a discussion board you might have to leave a line in between things. It's just easier to read and to get through it, and I can understand it. I got to read like 100 in some of these, so it's always nice to be able to read them. I don't like skipping through. So please do that. Watch your grammar, spelling, punctuation, those kind of things. Pretty basic, okay? So let's get into Module 4, all right? So things are going to ramp up pretty hot and heavy now. And take a look at the module closely in Blackboard. Look at the objective. The readings are going to be important. There's the REPCO Chapter 4 and 5, and then the Do You See What I See? Those are really good foundational articles, material there. I'm going to skip right to the discussion board for this week because it's due, initial post due January 30th, peer responses by the 1st. Just follow directions. It's pretty clear. You can post it with that A, B, C, D, E, F. That's fine. And I'm sure this type of assignment, this type of exercise will, it should support what we've been doing and help you in your thinking, your critical thinking, your interdisciplinary thinking. Okay, now that you're getting familiar with some of these disciplinary terms and how to approach something, take a look at this and do a little critical thinking on it, and I look forward to seeing your discussion boards on that. Then we get into the maps. The maps is the meat of BIS 301. Maps 1, Maps 2, Maps 3. Really take your time in preparing for this, okay? Because as you'll notice, there is a support information link page for that that's going to help you a lot. There's an example. There's a lot of examples. Well, there's not a lot, but there's examples from maps 1, 2, and 3. I want you to consider looking at all three of them before you dig into one of them, because the things you're going to be looking at are going to be appropriate to all three, and to be efficient and to save some of the things you run into that you're going to need later. Okay. This is important. You're going to kind of juggle things a little bit. You're going to multitask. You're going to be working on maps 1 that you do next Sunday, but keep in mind maps 2 and 3, what you're going to need, okay? Because it's all going to kind of come together. The point of this entire exercise is for you to begin to look at your concentrations very specifically in terms of a couple of specific criteria, and in that way, the hope is that you can be able to see some commonalities, maybe see some ways to integrate your ideas as you move to BIS 302 and some interdisciplinary research, okay? So it's important you go through those links and those attachments. If you can't open them or something, please let me know right away. There seemed to be some issue reported on the support information and the concepts and theories example. I think I've got it straightened out, but if there's any issue and you can't open it, let me know. It's too important to slip by, and sometimes the technical aspects of it, as I switch classes and become current, they can get glitched up. There's library resources in there. There's all kinds of nuggets to be mined that will help you to put this together. Okay, take a look at the extensive instructions for MAPS 1 and read through that closely, and take a look at the rubric, how it's going to be, and how that paper is going to look. Okay, you're going to have on all your maps, you're going to have 2 major sections. Okay, you're going to deal with your concentrations separately. Concentration 1, you start with, and you're going to write the sections for that pertain to that concentration. Then you're going to go down to your second concentration and write the same sections that pertain to that concentration. Don't blend them, don't mix them up. Okay, I want you to be really careful with that. Let me know if you have any questions. Also, for business, please keep in mind and take a look at what I'm saying there. Is business is such a huge umbrella over so many things. I think you could break it down into the next level that you're interested in as part of business. So whether that might be entrepreneurship, sales and marketing, some other ones in there I know there is, management, small business, what have you. Just break it down, take it down to the next level. If you have trouble with that, let me know. I'll help you figure that out. But business is just too big in general to be dealing with. You need to take it down. Same with foreign language. There's not many, I think, that have that. But if you do, take a look at what I'm saying about that, and shoot me an email if you run into any obstacles in deciding how to approach that. Also, I want to really point out on the left side of the menu where you've got Purdue OWL APA formatting. This is when the formatting is going to be a pretty big deal as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so if you're not familiar or comfortable with APA formatting, please review that. Please go back to it when you're writing your paper so you make sure that you use citations correctly. Remember, everything has to be on a Word doc. Everything but your discussion posts. The discussion posts, post them right on the post, right? Discussion board. But as far as anything else, always Word. No PDFs, no pages, just Word. Okay, it's the only one I can save and then make comments on and repost, and that's the way it's got to be. If you're having trouble accessing Word, let me know. But Word is the way to go. You got that? Word. All right. And know how to do your citations, in-text citations. Okay. Remember, a citation is not a separate sentence. So if you're in-text citing, the parentheses, it's going to come after the quote, and then the period, or then the punctuation. Don't go punctuation and start a new sentence out with the citation. I'm going to catch that, and it's like a pet peeve. So just do it correctly. Same with the bibliography. It's a hanging paragraph. It's not a regular paragraph. So the top line sticks out, and the lines underneath are indented on each entry for your bibliography. Okay. Write in paragraphs. Write. Check your spelling and such. Doesn't have to be anything hugely complicated, but APA format's fairly general. If you know another formatting system and want to use it, let me know beforehand. But please don't guess on how to format, okay? And that's why I've got that Purdue OWL right there for you to use. Other than that, I think that should be it. Like I said, it's a nice project. I think these should really start hitting home for you in terms of your own personal passions and concentrations. And I'd like you to be able to explore that and enjoy doing it for as much as you can, because I know it's work. Thanks again for your hard work. You guys are on the sprint, not a marathon, so we're already in Module 4. That means the class is half over by Wednesday. That's a good thing, right? But there's a lot to do. And again, please shoot me an email if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. All right. Thanks a lot, BIS 301.